I do a lot of different things. Yeah, I started out as a painter and printmaker, and then got involved with handmade paper, and that kind of led to installations, mostly indoor installations, and I really, books. I guess I'm trying to remember when books came in. I went to San Diego State and finished my master's there, and I think I did my first book there, so that must have been like 78.
Cool.
So there's always been the book idea, and I've used books in relationship to the environment and, outdoor stuff. But when I moved here, it seemed like I was, winter is always the time when you're inside, and I tended to get involved with collage. And then I started looking for galleries outside of Durango because I knew Durango wouldn't support me. So I found a gallery in New York and in LA, Denver. So for about 20 years I did a lot. I still feel like I'm a collage artist, but I'm not. I have one gallery now in Los Angeles, and I supply them with collages. But I think really the last 25 years I've gotten involved more with outside environmental work. In 1980, I think I did my first outdoor site here, just discovering the forests and taking my handmade paper out and marking sites and doing a variety of things outdoors. And then I got into the ritual of putting paper out on the earth for the winter. So like out in the backyard here, I actually, under the pine trees, there's some paper that has been revealed since everything is melting.
So how did you learn the art of paper making?
I learned it in San Diego. I went down, what was his name, Ed Peters. There was a studio that actually did production, paper making. And when I was at San Diego State, I thought, well, as soon as I graduate, I'm going down and learn how to make paper. So I did, and I mostly work with the inner bark fibers, more, translucent papers, and and I've done things outdoors, and done quite a bit of paper elsewhere, at sculpture parks and that kind of thing. So. Anyhow, this is like kind of Japanese time right now. So I laid everything out, that I had Japanese, and then I brought home and started thinking, what I should do, and I've done a whole lot of collage that's in my drawers that I can show you. And for years I've been influenced by the Japanese culture. You never finally got there.
Nice.
So this is kind of a circle that I'm completing.
So when you were learning about making Japanese paper, you weren't in Japan?
No, I'd never been to Japan.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I'm saying. So
that's interesting.
Almost 30 years ago, I was reading about it and imagining and knowing people, knowing Japanese, having friends. And my husband, when this opportunity came last year, he says, I think you better go. And offerings is another ritual that I do wherever there's bodies of water. So this was a place. Turned out that I photographed it here, but I couldn't get back to it until it was almost dark. So anyhow, I put little handmade paper circles, and they float for a really long time, and then they eventually go down. So I have I don't know, I think I've done maybe, how many have I done? I don't know, 25 sites all over. Whenever I travel, I just always take a bunch. And I'm trying to I'm thinking of putting together a book at some point. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to do something more like this or whether I want to do like an iPhoto book or, I'm not sure. It's hard, when you do things outside, how do you show them? Yeah, I guess I call myself a mixed media artist, and there are people in Durango that call me a paper maker because that's the first thing they saw of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and so I don't want to have those kinds of specifics, because in fact,
You
now
do everything.
I do, and my paper making, like rarely do I frame something. It's usually like these were clouds that were in an installation, and people like them a lot, and so I keep making them. And although last year I said I'm not going to make any more clouds, and then somebody said, "Where are your clouds?" I have a studio sale every year. And okay, I'll make a few more. I have actually stacks of books. They're actually in the Maria's window now.
Oh, neat.
Till next week.
Cool.
Yeah.
You've been doing that for a while, the furniture and art?
Yeah, I think I did it. Let's see, the first one I did, I found a chair, an old chair, and I had handmade paper covered sticks or branches on the back. They kind of look like antlers, but it wasn't meant to look like antlers. And then I took the cushion out and I put, what did I use? I used wool. And were there bones in it? A friend of mine did it and got it. Hi. Cute. Always hugging me.